Hello, a very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, get ready for a flavor explosion that will elevate your taste buds to a new height. Today we are going to bake a perfect tilapia featuring a tantalizing ginger infusion. I know you are eager and ready for this recipe. If you are new here, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video if you find it helpful. And to my returning subscribers, you know how we do it, right? We like, we share, and we comment. I've already washed the tilapias with some salt and lemon solution. And what I'm doing now is to make some marks or some cuts on the tilapias, which will help penetrate the spices and everything that we are going to use to season the fishes very well into the marrow of the bones. Now the next thing is to put the tilapia in a baking tray or a baking dish. I always love to do this step regardless. I take a little bit of seasoning powder, not too much, and smear it or rub it on the tilapia, making sure that I insert every hole with a little of the seasoning powder. You don't need a lot of seasoning powder. You can see I took just half tablespoon of the seasoning powder. That is going to really enhance the taste of the tilapia. Once I'm done with one tilapia, I move on to the second tilapia and do the same thing to it. Now let's start with the marinade. I've already peeled, removed the outer layer of all the vegetables I'm using. So I'm using quite a lot of gingers, 5 cloves of garlic, medium-sized onions, about 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil. You can use olive oil, any type of oil. Then I added 3 pieces of chili peppers. You don't have to if you don't want it spicy. Now I transfer the blended ingredients into a bowl and add in about 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, and then I will go in with this vegan Maggi sauce. Now I'll add a little bit of my homemade seasoning powder, come in with a little bit of salt, and then give it a very good mix. I rinsed the cup that I used to blend and added a little bit of water to the marinade and give it a very good mix. Now when you're making yours, you're not adding a lot of salt. You can see I added just small amounts of salt, seasoning powder, Maggi sauce, okay, so that the salt will not be overpowering. I add in about half teaspoon of black pepper and give it a mix. So I'm done with the mixing. It is time to rub it on the tilapia. Oh, tilapias, because they are two. So I rub the marinade on the tilapias, making sure that every hole, every corner is coated and has received some of the marinade. A very warm welcome once again, Yummy. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash. Once I'm done with one side, I turn it to the other side and repeat the same process. So I am done with the marinade. I take off my gloves, clean the ends and the sides of the baking dish and the bowl containing the marinade. Now I'll cover it and put it in the refrigerator for 20 hours. If you're in a hurry, you can marinate it for at least or at most 24 hours. So after 20 hours, look at the tilapias. Looking like 10 over 10 minus nothing. So I go in again with some of the remaining marinade, and then I'm not going to put it in the oven for about 30 to 1 hour. I want it to relax and cook very well. But before putting it in the oven, I cover it with an aluminium foil. The aluminium foil is going to help attract some heat and some moisture into the tilapia. So this is after 45 minutes, and I rub the remaining marinade on the tilapia. So you see that juices, you see what I'm doing, you just try this recipe and you are going to love it. So once I'm done with that, I'll cover it again with an aluminum foil and put it in the oven for about 30 more minutes. And yummy, this is after 30 minutes, and oh my goodness, the best baked tilapia to make this festive season. So I poured the juices, the water or the liquid around the tilapia, and I am going to make some jollof rice with this. Look at the tilapia. Look at the inside. One can how they inside and kumo inside there. Oh mali, ubawa. As always, thank you so very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you around next time for another great recipe. Until then, always remember to do everything in love, and whenever you think food, do not forget to thank Yummy Cash. Do well to check my next video. Choose.